All right, let's do this. This is chapter 5, homework number 1. So we started talking about sequences. So this one is a sequence problem. So it says refer to sequence C and I, and they are shown below. In number 42, it says how are these two sequences similar? So the sequence is, for C, it's going to be 0, 1, 4, 9. And then for the second sequence is going to be 8, 2, 0, 2, 18. So how are they similar? So this sequence, you notice it matches along with this part right here. How are they similar? Well, this one is 2 times as much as this one. So it's 2x as much. Right? So 0, you double it, you get 0. Right? 1, you double it, you get 2. 4, double it, you get 8. 9, double it, you get 18. So what's the next number if we don't know? Well, the next number for here is going to be, so first you got to figure out, okay, what's the pattern? And this isn't the question, right? So the question is just, how are they similar? So it's just that this one, so 1 is doubled the other. Okay. But if you want to know what's the next one, okay, this one is by the square. So 0 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. So the next one is 16. So then if I was to figure out this number over here, it'd be double, so it'd be 32. That's how it is, okay? So 1 is the double there. The number in the sequence of part E in this problem of 542 is called the Fibonacci sequence. They are named after an Italian mathematician who discovered the sequence while studying how fast rabbits could breed. What's different about this sequence other than the 3 that you discovered, right? So here's the Fibonacci sequence if you didn't know. So this is part E. So the sequence is 1, 1, 2. So you're thinking, oh, I might have a pattern. 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55. Okay, and it keeps going. That's a Fibonacci sequence, right? So what's the difference between this and the other stuff that we've studied? Take a moment, but the way it works is that Mr. Fibonacci, he learned that if you have one pair of rabbits the first month, second month, you still got one pair of rabbits. But the next month, one of those pairs of rabbits is going to reproduce, and it's going to give you 2. Right? And then the next month, now those original 2 has reproduced, and now it's going to give you 3. So basically that's how he did his. But anywho, how does this work? Well, in order to get 2, you have to add the 2 numbers in front of it. So 2 is equal to 1 plus 1. Okay. 3 is equal to 1 plus 2. 5 is equal to 2 plus 3. And it keeps going like that. Okay. So the difference is that this sequence is formed by adding the 2 numbers in front of it. Okay. That's how it's different. And you need to start with 1 and 1. These numbers have to be here. Okay. There's no way to kind of disregard that, because there's no other numbers before that. You can't go 1 is, well, actually, I think you can. So what comes before that? So we can say 1 is actually 0 plus 1. Interesting. Okay. But anyways, this is the Fibonacci sequence. So you have to write this down. You have to write down what's the difference, right? What's the difference about this sequence other than the 3 you discovered? And the difference is that to get the following number, you have to look at the 2 numbers in front of it, right? So to get the next number, to get this number here, you have to look at the 2 numbers in front of it, which is 34 plus 55. Okay. Okay. Calculate the line passing through these points. Calculate the slope of the line. Find the equation of the line. So to find the slope, we got to use Gloria's method. Remember, Gloria's method, if you don't remember, is taking the y's and subtracting them. So start with negative 11 and subtract 1. And that's going to be your slope. And then you're going to go and do 2 and subtract negative 2. So 2 subtract negative 2. And by doing that, you're going to go ahead and going to end up being adding because you got a double negative. So what we have is negative 12 over 4, or the slope is going to be negative 3. Okay, the equation of the line. To do that, I need to pick one of these 2 points. I can pick any point I want. I'm going to pick the easier point, which is the negative 2 as the x, and 1 is your y. So I'm going to write this equation as y equals mx plus b, and y equals mx plus b. Okay. So for the first one, I'm going to put in everything I know. So the slope is negative 3. The x is negative 2. The y is 1. And I'm trying to find my b. So it's plus b. Okay, so this is 1 equals 6 plus b. Subtract 6. And b equals negative 5. So now I know that my answer is going to be y equals my m is negative 3. So negative 3x. And plus b would be plus a negative 5. So my final answer, y equals negative 3x minus 5. Because this plus minus just makes a minus. That's my answer right here. Okay. Number 51. Tank contains 800 liters of water. All right, so we can make a table for that. So this is water. And actually, days. Okay, so on the first day, there's 8,000 liters of water. So each day, half the water is removed. So on the second day, we get half that. So that's 4,000. The third day, it's going to be half of that. It's 2,000. Okay, so what are we doing? What's happening? So basically, we're dividing it by 2. Or you can say, and remember how I showed you guys, it's better to say, instead of divided by 2, we can say it's multiplied by 1/2. That's a better way to write it. Okay, so instead of division by 2, you can say multiplication by 1/2. Multiplication by 1/2. And day 4, that's actually what we're looking right here. So half of 2,000. Day 4 will give you 1,000 liters. Okay, let's keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically, you're just halving each time. So half of that is 500. Half of that is 250. Half of that is 125. Right? And 125, half of that is going to be 62.5.